let it bounce.
If you're anything like me right now, the first thing that you want to do is go out and sign 1 million brand new referral partners and start getting a bunch of customers that are coming your way from those referral partners that you're going to be able to sign up and start using for your own business. Let me tell you, from someone who's gone and done that before, that feels really good at first. The problem is preparation creates partnerships. If you don't prepare properly, you're going to start walking in and having these conversations, and they're going to be all over the place. They're not going to create the traction that you want. So what we're going to work through here is I'm going to give you something that is a framework that certainly would have helped me if we would have taken the time to do it. Ultimately, what I want to help you do right out the gate is gain something called momentum. When you walk into these partnerships, you can have a great story. You can have a great product. You can have a great service. But if they send you the wrong type of customer, if the prospects that they're sending your way are not the ideal customer for you, what can end up happening is if your service is either not prepared for them or they're just the wrong type of customer, you're going to give them a bad experience. And that bad experience is going to get back to those referral partners of yours. So what we're going to do first and foremost in order to create traction, to create momentum, is we're going to dial in exactly what the ideal customer is that you want your referral partners to send your way. So we're not going to yet get to the point of what type of referral partners you're going to look for, but instead, what type of people should they be sending your way? What's the perfect customer for you when they walk through your doors, either metaphorically or actually through your brick and mortar stores? What is the ideal customer for you that when you see that type of person walk through the door, you know the problems that they have that you can solve, and you just know you're going to knock it out of the park? We're going to start with dialing in exactly what that is. Now, the reason we're going to start with that is once you have this ideal customer, we're going to drill it down to what I call 3 C's. You're going to have a clear, concise, and confident way of conveying who these perfect customers are to your referral partners, which is going to make it much easier for them to send you the right people. Might sound a little complicated right now, but I promise you it's much simpler than it may sound. So what we're going to do is, again, figure out exactly what is a clear description of the customers that we want so that you're able to deliver on your promises to these new referral partnerships that you're going to set up right from day one. Now, the last thing I want to say before we start diving into this exercise, I don't want you to look at this as an opportunity to go, here's the customers we have today. Here's the customers that we want to start working with. So I'm going to start outlining these customers. That's not what we're going to do. I'm all about growth. Obviously, the whole reason that you're here is because you want to grow your business. However, I don't want you to jump into something too quickly. I want you to start with customers that when they come in, you can serve them at a level 10, because if you get the wrong people through your door and you're not able to service them at the top-notch level, that's going to get back to those referral partners like we talked about. So we're going to first start out with who are the customers today, that foundational aspect. Let's get people through your doors from those referral partners, have you service them at a perfect level because you just do this day in and day out. And then once you have that relationship and that foundation of trust built because you've delivered on the promises that you've made, then we can start going to that next level of customers. But for right now, I want you to make sure that you think of who is today your ideal customer, the one that you can service best, the one that always going to get the best service from you just because you do it day in, day out. You are the best professional at this. We're going to start with that. So here is your action item. First, I want you to grab a pen and paper. If you're like me, I've already got a red notebook and a green G2 pen. I've always got those on me. I want you first and foremost, stream of conscious. I want you to write down on this piece of paper every single trait that you see in your ideal customers. Now, this might be something that you've done before. Maybe you've never done anything like this. I don't care. I want you to do this anyways. Don't do it on your phone. I know you certainly can, but it's not going to have the same effect in my opinion. Write it down on paper. Is this someone who is of a certain age range? Do they live in a certain area? Do they live anywhere? I mean, I really want you to get very, very granular on who some of your best customers are. Think about the exact people who are coming through your doors or who you've had conversations with. What are some of the specific things about them? Where do they live? Where do their kids go to school? Some of these things you may not think matter. I would rather you just stream of conscious, write it down, because then we're going to go through and edit all those things. So this should take you 5 to 10 minutes. Have at least a full sheet of paper. Start writing out all of the things that you see are the most common attributes of your favorite customers, the ones that you can service all day, every day. Next thing we're going to have you do, once you have that list, is I want you to go back and I want you to start crossing out the ones that are a like double of other ones. So if you have one where it's of a certain age range and then you talk later about someone who is in retirement, okay, well, that's kind of saying the same thing twice. Cross cross one of those out so that we can really drill down that list to even a smaller list. Then last but not least, this is the tough part. I want you to find the 3 key traits. If you only had 3, what are the 3 key traits of your ideal customer? This is a lot harder than it probably sounds. You think like, oh, that's pretty easy. I'll just figure it out here and there. Usually what ends up happening is you want to get like, if I got 3, can I just get 5? I'm telling you right now, get those 3 to 5 things. That's fine. Make a separate list of those so that you have that list and kind of play around with it later, but don't have a long list. Ideally, we're going to get this down to 3 different key traits of your ideal customer in this next segment if you don't have it finished here. So run through that one more time. You're going to have a stream of conscious list that you're going to get on that sheet of paper. Once you have that down, then we're going to cross out anything that is a double so that we only have it listed once. Last but not least, you're going to have a much smaller list here. And I just want you to just go after what are the top 3, no more than 5 key attributions of your ideal customer. And then we're going to move on to the next one.